Today we're going to be taking a look at Eastern Palace and doing a deep dive and what items we need to beat the dungeon and where all the items are inside the dungeon. I don't have a sword, but we don't need one to complete the dungeon. We just need a bow and a fire source. Now if you don't have a fire source, you can still do this dungeon. The dark rooms in this dungeon are actually really easy. Okay, so there's some bombs, and I should note that this dungeon has 3 items outside the dungeon items we can collect. So outside from the map, compass, and big key. So from here we're going to go to the right, lift this pot, open up the door. And now if I had the hook shot, we'd actually go to the bottom right. But since I don't, we're going to go to the top right. Just take a few hits from our buddy there. Lift this center pot. And on our way we go. You can see I could cross that gap if I had the hook shot. So there's our big key. And we're going to go back the way we came. And this time we're going to go to the left. Same deal as before. Lift the pot, hit the switch. And then you'll be in this room here. The trick to this one is grab this top right pot, walk on the bone pile, throw the pot to the right, and then throw that pot straight down, and you'll only spawn the 2 skeletons instead of the 4. There's our compass. There is a hint here, so if hints are on, it's worth taking a look at that one. It's a very helpful hint. There's arrows in those pots there if you need arrows. Big chest had the maps. We have all 3 dungeon items. We're just looking for the last 2. And there's 2 more checks, so we know that those 2 are definitely items. This would be the first dark room, but we do have the lamp, so it makes it way easier. But as you can see, this one's really easy. Hit this switch and go to the right. If you're doing this in the dark room, you just lift this pot, walk to the wall, and go up. It's the best way to do that. It's really easy to kind of navigate in the dark. And then just work our way around, unlock the door, and that's it for that dark room sequence right there. Go across here to the left. This room here is really easy to kind of, I'll do it here so you can see. And then there you go. You don't have to kill all those enemies. It's actually a little bit cleaner way. I do have Burna as well. That would have worked. You just take a couple hits, and you can bypass killing all those enemies. Okay, now we're going to go up the stairs into this big key door. And this is another dark room, but if you have the fire rod, you just shoot it to the left or the right, and then that'll light up the room for you. And this guy has the key. And we make our way to the back. It's going to be the bottom left pot has the switch. And you can actually walk just above this guy, hit this switch, and you don't have to kill him. And then it's going to be top left switch. Helps if you actually hit it. Just throw these pots at these guys. 2 arrows will suffice on this guy. Again, I don't have a sword. That's not a big deal. Actually, didn't mean to use a bomb there. That's alright. Okay, kill those guys. Grab arrows for the boss here. That's plenty. And we're on our way. I do the bottom right strategy. The top right is a little bit faster. This one's just a little bit safer. And if you had silver arrows, they die in 1 hit. You can use your sword on this if you, for whatever reason, run out of arrows. It just takes forever. So there's our 3rd item. And let's see what we get. We get a red pendant for our troubles. So this dungeon really wasn't necessary if it's on collect 7 crystals to defeat Ganon. Okay, and that is going to do it for Eastern Palace. That is all the items and all the checks. And thank you very much for watching. Be sure to check out the other dungeons.